Hello, my beautiful trap babies. It's your favorite spiritual pusher, Queen Celine, and I'm here with another 72-hour reading. I think the last one was super poppin', so I said, okay, let's do it again. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, this will be, oh my gosh, look at that dragonfly. Wow, transformation is in the air. This is a 70, wow. So over the next 72 hours, things are not as they appear, okay? Over the next 72 hours, things will not be as they appear. So allow yourself time and be patient with yourself. Be patient with any decisions that you are called to make, okay? You can have a nickname, okay? You can go by a nickname. Use your discernment, okay? And just be wary. Things are not as they appear, okay? You know how they say, like, one picture could say 1,000 words. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. So, yeah. Okay, let's just say that first and foremost. Because when this thing was flying, it looked like a dragonfly. But as soon as it landed, it's one of those big old, like, wasps. You know, like the really, really huge ones that kind of, like, I don't know what they have to do with wood. I don't know if they like build a nest based off of the wood or if they eat the wood. I don't know. But it's something with the wood. I don't know. It's like one of those big wasps. If you Google it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into this because that just threw me off all the way. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa. So things will not be as they seem or as they appear to be over the next 72 hours. So please use your discernment again, or just don't make any judgments, or just don't do anything rational. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type shit, okay? A special welcome back to my OG subscribers. Hey y'all, okay? I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers. How y'all doing? If you're brand new, I am Celine. This is the Oracle Traphouse, where we get out the mud, we get out the trenches 24/7, okay? I am very bold. I'm very, flamboyant. I cuss, it's a lot over here. So if you're not into that type of reading or that type of energy, then, go on and just exit out of the reading. That's a-okay. For those of you that support the trap, I love you and I love you deep, okay? Yeah, we're going to get into this. So this is a reading for the next 72 hours from the time that you see this, okay? A 72-hour reading. I haven't pulled these cards out in a minute, so I just wanted to give these a really good shuffle to put my energy on them because I think we might going to use these today as well, okay? Next 72 hours. So we're going to use our West T deck, or this is What's the News. I like to say West T, but right. What is that? Guys, I'm telling you, I'm seeing so much things that may not be real. Like, like I'm seeing like, y'all don't think I'm crazy. I'm literally seeing like people or like shadows. Like I'm seeing things moving. And when I go to double check, it's like, it's not there. Again, something about something being an illusion. Maybe the veil is being lifted. Maybe over the next 72 hours, you're going to have that aha moment, that clarity moment, like things are going to finally make sense to you. Okay. You could be hearing that someone is pregnant, okay? Over the next 72 hours, you could be finding out that somebody's pregnant, or you can be finding out that you're pregnant. I don't know, pregnancy has been in the air, so that's just something else. For some of you guys, it could be like a best friend or someone that you just got back into contact with. You could be finding out that, lo and behold, they're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? They could be pregnant by some sort of masculine energy. Not by some sort of masculine energy, duh. But they can be pregnant by someone who is considered like toxic, like a toxic masculine. Maybe this is like some sort of relationship that they don't necessarily need to be in, but they're in it, that type of energy. Or they can be, or this person who's pregnant can be toxic, like a masculine toxic energy. Over the next 72 hours, you can find out that you possibly could have had a masculine energy cheat on you. There could be some sort of infidelity, some sort of betrayal. You could be finding out that, maybe someone of the past that you was dealing with, like things can come back around full circle. Like they was actually doing X, Y, and Z. They could have been embarrassing you in the streets. You see what I'm saying, my boo? Over the next 72 hours, I feel like some of you guys can be connecting with a lover, or, you know, you can be meeting someone. They could be kind of asking you for your number and trying to take you on a date. And then lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? You actually dig their energy. I'm just getting like a very, wow, as that nice ass Porsche drives past. I'm just getting a very, like luxurious date, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Because yeah, this person wants to cuff you, whoever this is. We have the black sheep. So over the next 72 hours, someone could be rebelling against you, or you can be rebelling against a certain cause, or, you know, the family could be coming together and gossiping about you, or you could just be realizing like, hey, you know, when it comes to certain people, places, or things, you could just be like, hey, I no longer want to take part in that. I'm no longer diving in that energy is what I'm really picking up on. So you can be kind of excluding yourself from something or from some people over the next 72 hours. Okay, 555 on the timer. So with that being said, let's get into this. Infinite Spirit with the greater good. What does my collective need to know over the next 72 hours? What is the news? What's new for my collective over the next 72 hours, Spirit? It's so funny because now that we talking, don't not want to come out. Okay, we have turn. You guys can be celebrating some sort of birthday. You know, Gemini season is coming to an end and Cancer season will be taking place. Okay, big shout out to all my Cancers. It is almost our time. We have Black Sheep at the bottom of the deck again. There can be someone that you haven't spoken to in a while for whatever reason, but I feel like they are trying to come back around. Maybe they're coming back around with some sort of invitation. Hey, my dog just sneezed, confirmation. Bless you, Duty. Maybe they're coming back around trying to offer you something. I'm trying to see if you would like to come to a party, do something with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you ain't spoke to somebody in a long time and they come back around bearing gifts type? That's what it's really giving. Like someone can be trying to get your attention. This could be a no contact, okay, as well. You know, just take it where it resonates. But I am definitely seeing like some sort of like turn up energy. Maybe you're going to be planning to travel, or maybe you're, you know, getting ready to plan for a birthday, vacation, something of that sort. You see what I'm saying? Because we have them on some sort of resort playing, okay? Over the next 72 hours, I feel like you guys are going to be seeking out all of your options. And maybe this is why Spirit is saying, oh my goodness, maybe this is why Spirit is saying like, hey, don't sign off on anything just yet. You know, don't give an answer just yet. Take the time to really pause and pray on it, because I feel like there could be other things that are coming towards you, and Spirit does not want you to settle just yet, okay, over these next 72 hours. We have repo here. So over the next 72 hours, you guys someone could be getting like an unexpected bill, something that they, you know what I'm trying to say? Like you're like, oh shit, I forgot to pay, and it randomly comes out of your account. Or you could be getting some sort of letter in the mail stating that something is past due. I'm also hearing over the next 72 hours, some of you guys can be also receiving some sort of check. This can be back pay, you know, something from the government agencies. You could be getting approved for something. Even though we have the repo card here, I'm also picking up on positive energy with this, okay? So some of you guys can be receiving, like you could be purchasing a new car or a new home, or you could be receiving some sort of help with the assets, okay? Maybe you're getting some sort of letter saying, hey, we're going to help you with X, Y, and Z, okay, over the next 72 hours. We have Bonnie and Clyde here. So over the next 72 hours, for some of you guys, if you're in a relationship, I feel like, you know, your person, your significant other is going to express their gratitude for you. You guys have come a long way, but we have new boo at the bottom of the deck and my boo, okay? So over the next 72 hours, some of you guys could be, you know, choosing between two lovers. Again, we have options, okay? Not picking the first thing that you see. So you guys can be in some sort of third-party situationship. Maybe you're just dealing with somebody. Maybe you're talking to multiple people. And over the next 72 hours, you got to choose who you want to be with, okay? Because someone's coming in to sweep you up off your feet. But you have someone in your current energy who, you know, you really care for this person. Like the sex is outstanding is what I'm hearing. All my cards just fell on the ground, guys. Hold on. I hate when all my cards fall like that. Yeah, I feel like over the next 72 hours, you guys can really be communicating, if you haven't already, but you could be communicating with someone from the past, someone that you know, y'all could have been sneaky links or something of that sort, just, you know, friends with benefits type energy. You could have overindulged in this person excessively. Like you could have, you know, again, it's just given like just sex, like it's given friends with benefits type of thing. They could have had some sort of light bulb moment, like a sudden realization of like, hey, I really want to try again with you. You know, I know that we used to date, or I know that we used to mess around, but this time I want to come in and be serious. They can be giving you this type of lecture. I'm not really picking up on that it's real, but neither here nor there. You know, again, use your own discernment. But someone is definitely trying to come in and sweep you off of your feet over the next 72 hours. Again, if you are not in a relationship, but you are talking to people, like, you know, you're out here dating, I feel like you're going to have a new lover that's going to come in. And I feel like this person's going to really like turn up the heat. They're going to really turn things up for you, okay? Because this person they have intense emotions, and they're really trying to get you, like, they're looking at you and they think that you're the one, or a matter of fact, they know that you're the one. So if you're dealing with multiple people, they're going to come in and make it so you're dealing with no one, is really what I'm hearing. Like, they're just going to come in and make it so you're dealing with absolutely no one, okay? Air sign, so they can be an air sign. You could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, okay? We have that. Let's just pick that up. Again, we have new love. So over the next 72 hours, I feel like someone's going to come in and make some sort of love offer. This can be very random. You can literally be walking down the street and this person can see you and want to approach you. You know, you don't have to necessarily be like going to the clubs and stuff. I like to tell people, like, you don't have to go out to a club to meet somebody. 9 times out of 10, if you do meet someone at the club, it ain't even gonna be what you're looking for, because right, the energy of where you found them, that's not for everybody, but you know, take it if it resonates. He, she, they, them in all my readings. Flip it, twist, reverse it however you need to. If it do not fit, do not make it stick. Those of you who are not new to the trap, you already know the game, okay? So yeah, love is making a big play. Like, love is making a big comeback over the next 72 hours. And I really feel like this is like an energy of someone who, you know, like, they know what they have within you, but you've always just allowed them to come back, or you always kind of like accepted them, you know, and the shit that they did. So I feel like you got somebody old trying to come in. For some of you, I feel like you got old partners coming back around, and you're actually giving them play. And for others of you, I feel like you have new partners coming in. Either way, I feel like also for some of you, you know, you got people that you're dealing with, and you're talking to them, and then boom, someone new comes in, and this new energy that's coming in, it's really giving you what you want. See what I'm saying? Get with it or get lost. Like, this new energy that's coming in, they're not to play with. Like, they're really that guy, that girl, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they're going to show you in a way where you're not going to want to, you know, deal with anybody else with this energy budget, okay? They could have blue eyes. It was it was on here, but I just shuffled it up, okay? We have fire signs, so they could be a fire sign. You could be a fire sign. We also have water here, okay? So we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we have everything but air, okay? This is, again, over the next 72 hours. So that's very, very beautiful. Some of you guys can be going to the casino, or you can be betting or gambling on something. If you are, I'm here to tell you that you will boss up. You're going to win some sort of lump sum of money. If you are gambling or betting, if you're called to play the lottery or anything of that sort, I do see some sort of win, some sort of success. Over the next 72 hours, you're being called to seek pleasure. This can be hanging out with your friends. Here we go with the earth signs coming in. So we have all signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Over the next 72 hours, you can be hanging out with your friends and just seeking pleasure in the small things, okay? This is very, very beautiful energy. You know, maybe you're reconnecting with a friend that you have not really dealt with in a long time. Over the next 72 hours, we have a life worth living, okay? If you've been in some sort of stagnant energy, or if you've been feeling very repressed within your energy, you're going to find some sort of momentum. Something's going to shift. I'm really hearing like manic. Like, some of you guys could be, you can have bipolar disorder. You could be manic depressive. And maybe over the next 72 hours, you're in this manic episode where you're like, life is great. And you go and do that thing. If that is you, you know, again, discernment. If you know that you're having an episode, be cautious of that. Take note of that, and don't go out and spend all your money, or don't go out and fuck off in a way that you know later on is going to cause you to go back downhill and fall back into depression. I don't know who that message is for, but take that message if it resonates. But I'm definitely seeing some good news that's going to come in over the next 72 hours that's going to really cause you to have some sort of shift in your life, and that's going to just make life worth living, okay? A lot of you guys are going to be receiving some sort of message that is going to put you in a place where you need to be, okay? Because maybe you have been without for some time. Maybe you've been dealing with some sort of instability or some sort of lack, and now over the next 72 hours, you are going to receive clarity, okay? The clarity that you need. We have 2 a.m. Some of you guys be waking up at 2 in the morning, you know, due to whatever reasons is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys could be having vivid dreams, or you can be having dreams that things are, you know, you can be having dreams that feel like they're happening in real life. And I'm here to tell you, yes, they absolutely are, okay? This is something that is coming to, that is actually truly taking place, okay? We have the devil energy at the bottom of the, or when I split the deck, the devil with the 6 of cups. So you can be having haunted dreams, or you can be having dreams that are letting you know that there is some sort of negative energy that is lingering around. Some of you guys can be underneath a spiritual attack, and over the next, wow, we have the Hierophant. But if you are underneath a spiritual attack, just understand that with the Hierophant and the Page of Cups, that your ancestors are, you know, fighting this battle for you. So if you're waking up at 2 a.m., maybe it's best for you to really, you know, lean into your Bible, lean into your prayers, and just ask God, ask your angels, what it is that you need to be aware of, okay? I just wanted to see if we can get a couple more cards. What time are we at? We're at 15 minutes. So we might just leave it here. We'll see. Is there any of the messages for my collective for the next 72 hours? Spirit, is there any of the messages for my collective? Anything else that they need to know? We have going the wrong way on a one-way street. So just be wary again. Like over the next 72 hours, really use your discernment. Don't sign off on things. You don't have to rush, okay? Take your time with things, especially if your mind is groggy, or if you have a lot on your plate. Take your time when choosing, you know, before you sign off on anything is really what I'm hearing, okay? Wow. Because again, we have new homes, new car, new business. We spoke on that earlier. So maybe if this is to get a new car or something like that, and you want to just jump at the first thing that's smoking, and it's like, well, wait a minute, let's go to another dealership too, let's see. Or maybe, you know, they're like, hey, you can get this car, but you got to put down $5,000, and maybe you don't have 5,000, so, or maybe you don't want to spend 5,000, so you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna shop around, and then, you know, in a couple hours they call you and are like, hey, we were able to get it down where you don't have to make, you only could put down $1,000 or whatever. That's really just what I'm hearing, okay? I could be speaking to a mother, okay? I could be speaking to a mother at this time in regards to this. But let's get into this. So over the next 72 hours, some of you guys are going to receive some sort of good news. You're going to be receiving some sort of good news, or you could be receiving some sort of good news in regards to a child is what I'm hearing. We also have new beginnings in love. So you could be receiving some sort of good news that is going to help you, that you're going to be really celebrating, okay? This Ace of Cups, this could be new beginnings with a new relationship, new romance, or this can just be you feeling happy, okay? Because we did have that energy. If you're going through any battles, I'm hearing that over the next 72 hours, there's going to be some sort of new action that is taken. If you're dealing with anything right now, any challenges or battles, just understand, you see that 1 wand, you are going to manifest your way out of this. You are going to have some sort of success. So just hold on, okay? I know you're tired. I know that you feel like you're close to the edge, but you have something great that is coming in. Some of you guys can be traveling over the next 72 hours, okay? Some of you guys can be getting back into the game, getting back into your bag. We've seen that you lost the bag. You know, you might have lost your confidence, but over the next 72 hours, it's going to pick back up, and you're getting back into the things that you like to do. This is really deep because we have 2 new beginnings and we have good news coming in. So a lot of Sagittarius energy, a lot of fire energy. So over the next 72 hours, I feel like there's going to be something that's coming in. Some sort of action is going to come in that's going to cause you to have, that's going to cause you to be happy. It's going to cause you to have these new emotions. We have the 8 of Wands. This is coming in very, very fast, okay? Yeah, over the next 72 hours, I feel like if you've been in a state of lack, whether this is with your health, maybe you had a health scare and now you're receiving good news. Hey, you're perfectly fine. But in regards to like health or like financial hardship, I feel like there is some sort of change that's going to occur over the next 72 hours, and it's going to bring in success. Again, we have the Page of Cups. It's going to bring in this newfound freedom that is going to allow you to go from this hangman energy into, you know, perfecting your craft, okay? So again, this can be some sort of commitment, documents that are being signed in order for you to receive some sort of success, okay? This is your reading for the next 72 hours. If this message resonates, go on and hit the like and subscribe button. I love you for free, Trap Babies. Mwah. Peace.